Hey guys, and happy 2016 to you all. I'm so excited for today's video because as you can tell I have new everything, new setup, new camera that I got for Christmas, and I'm just so excited for 2016. Today I'm going to be doing my top beauty products of 2015. So all the makeup, foundation, eyeshadows, we're going to cover a little bit of everything today, and this is going to be part one. Part two is going to be hair care, skin care, and also nails. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Grab a drink, grab a snack. You know this is going to be a long video, and let's go ahead and get into my top beauty picks of 2015. Alright, so let's start with foundation. I am going to go in order, so like face products, powder products, eyes, and lips. So as you all know, I love this foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Coverall foundation in Fair. That's the shade I am in. I just love the coverage it gives. I'm wearing it right now. I just love it. You all know it's my tried and true. I've gone through tons of these, like so many bottles. It's just great. You can see it in any tutorial that you see me doing, so definitely check out my tutorials if you want to see this in action. The other foundation that I really love this year wasn't the year for me for foundation, so these are just my favorites that I've been using for many years now, and this one right here is from Flower Cosmetics from Drew Barrymore. You can find this at Walmart. This is their liquid foundation. It comes in a beautiful glass bottle. I am in the shade LF1, and it's just a really lightweight, very dewy, natural foundation. I love that it has a pump on the top here so you can really dispense the right amount of product. I love the natural dewy finish that this foundation gives to my skin. It's hydrating, really good if you have dry skin, girls. I tell you what, I love this in the winter. It's wonderful, and it matches me perfectly. So this is definitely my favorite drugstore foundation. All right, let's talk about powders for the face. You all know what this is. It's the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder, again in the shade Fair. I just love this stuff. It has such good coverage. I'm wearing it today. I try to incorporate as many products that I'm mentioning in the look that I wore today. This powder is just beautiful. It gives really great coverage. Again, I'm in the shade Fair, and it's just a great powder. I don't know. I really love it. Now this right here, I love it. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. This is the sample size. I still have a lot left. It's just a loose, translucent powder, meaning it has no color to it. So if you have really fair skin, it's not going to oxidize your foundation. It's not going to look weird or anything like that. It's just a really great translucent powder. And what I really love to use this for is to set my whole face. I feel like this helps my foundation last a lot longer throughout the day, and especially in the summertime when I do get a little bit oily, it really helps control that oil. This is a little bit more on the pricier side, but I think it's definitely worth the money, and I think I might end up getting a full size sometime this year. And the last powder I had to mention is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. That's a mouthful. This powder, unlike the Tarte one, it is another translucent powder, but it does have a slightly pinkish tint to it. It just comes in this really cute little jar here. And what I love about this is that it sets your under eye concealer. It prevents it from creasing. One thing I wanted to let you guys know is that they did remove the glitter. So many people were complaining that there was glitter in this powder, and they did remove it. So if you purchase this now, it does not have any glitter. So it's a completely matte powder, no glitter, no shimmer. So I'm so happy that they actually listened to their consumers and customers, and they actually took it out. So I love it even more. All right, moving on to concealer. This is my holy grail favorite concealer, you guys. I have not been able to find another concealer as good or better to replace this. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It comes in many different colors. Recently they launched a whole bunch of shades, and this is the shade Porcelain, which matches me perfectly. I love it. I love the consistency. I love the coverage. I love everything about this concealer. Alright, moving on to blushes. The only two blushes that I have just, every time I use these, they look good with every single look. I don't know what it is, but it was really hard to narrow it down to only two, and they're both kind of the same color. This is one of the new Milani Rose blushes, which I totally fell in love with this year for 2015, and this is in the shade Romantic Rose. How beautiful is this color? It's completely matte, and I love that sort of embossing of the flower. I've worn this so much. I just love it. It goes with any look. It's a really soft mauve-y pink, and I love it. It's my go-to blush. I always come back to it. You know what I mean? Like that blush you always go back to. And what I'm wearing today on my cheeks, this again, I love the Jordana blushes, you guys. They're so underrated at the drugstore, and they're just a really great powder. They last a long time on the skin. And this is the Jordana powder blush in Rose Silk. And it is so beautiful. I love these blushes. Again, it's matte, and I do prefer matte blushes. It's one of my favorite drugstore blushes to wear. This year, I really truly got into the whole contouring craze that's been going on all year for 2015. I just love it. I love how it sculpts the face. It can slim the face down a little bit. And these two right here, I think you all know I was going to mention them. These are the Wet n Wild Color Icon contouring palettes. And I have both of them here. This is Dulce de Leche, which is a really great one. I actually love that there's two different powders in here. You get your contour shade here and then your highlight shade. This one is Caramel Toffee, and this is what I use the most. I use it today to contour my cheeks, if you can see it there. And this one just has, I mean, both of these contour shades are nice, cool colors. They're not too gray, they're not too orange, they're not too brown. I'm really upset because I've heard that Wet n Wild reformulated, changed the colors of these, and re-released them for 2016, and I'm really sad because these colors are great for pale skinned girls out there, and the fact that they changed the contouring colors to something really warm and dark that probably I won't be able to use. Luckily I do have backups of both of these, but yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. So if you see the original ones, grab them before they're all gone. This is my favorite bronzer ever. It's the e.l.f. bronzer palette. This came out just this past year, and I love it so much. It comes with a large mirror, and just like their blush palette, I love the big mirror. I love that these pop out, so you know, if you want to mix and match, you can do that. But this is just beautiful. As you can tell, this one right here is my favorite. I am actually wearing that one today just to warm up the skin a little bit. And you've got some mattes in here, you've got some shimmers, and they all look natural. You know what I mean? Like they're not orange and they're not too ashy. Oh my god, I love this palette so much, you guys. Highly recommend it if you are light to medium skin tone. This is gonna look beautiful all year round. Alright, this category I am so excited for. Highlighter. This was the year I really started to highlight my face, and I just became obsessed. I'm obsessed now. So I have so many favorites here that I want to mention. Hands down, one of my favorite highlighter palettes are these from the Wet n Wild Fergie line. Sadly, I think they are discontinuing this line. Now, I don't know if they're going to keep the highlighters within, like, take it over into the Wet n Wild line. I hope they do, but oh my god, I can't. This one is in Hollywood Boulevard. If you see these going on clearance, you guys, pick these up before they are all sold out. Oh my god, I love it. So pretty. It's like this beautiful golden highlight. You've seen me swatch these 1,000 times. And then this one is Rose Champagne Glow. Like, hello, in your face, absolutely beautiful. I'm in love. Another one of my picks this year, I fell in love towards the end of 2015, and this is from Sleek Cosmetics. This is their highlighting palette in the shade Solstice. Now this is not limited edition, but they do have a bluish type one that is limited edition, and then they have one for darker skin tones. This is so beautiful. First of all, look at the packaging. It is gold. It is so beautiful. You get your 2 cream highlighters on this side and 2 powder highlighters on this side. Look how pigmented they are. You got this beautiful pinky tone and this like peachy rose gold color. So, oh my god, let me just watch them because you're going to die. Like, look at that. Do you see that glow? I mean, it just blows my mind. The quality is amazing. They stay all day on the skin. I have no words. It's amazing. These are the Hard Candy Face Baked Trios. I have all of them, all 4 here. They are phenomenal. And the reason why I love these is because the highlighters in here are so intense. The only one that is not super intense is Third Wheel. Third Wheel is my least favorite highlighter, but the bronzer and blush in here is really pretty though. So you've got a blush, a bronzer, and your highlighter baked all together, and you can apply these wet, you can apply them dry, you can use them on your eyes, you can use them on your face. They're just amazing. Great drugstore find. If you have not tried these out, give them a shot. 3 Times the Lady is the one I'm wearing today. Oh my god. It's like this pinkish, rosy color. And do you see how intense that is? I hope it's showing up on camera because it is crazy intense, like beautiful. So here's the one I'm wearing today. So beautiful. 3 Times the Lady is probably my favorite. They're just amazing. Go get them. You will not regret it. So this year I fell in love with this right here. This is the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Setting Spray. And this came out recently. It is new from Hard Candy, and I was so shocked. Can you hear that? This is my 2nd bottle. I need to purchase my 3rd bottle. That's saying a lot. I really love the scent. It smells like cucumbers, and I don't know, it's just really refreshing, and the nozzle is really nice. It's just a great setting spray. So this has definitely been my favorite go-to setting spray for the entire year. I just can't stop using it. It's great. I love it. Alright, let's move on to brows. These products right here really helped me this year with my brows because I have good brow days and I have bad eyebrow days. So these were released from e.l.f. They're the Instant Lift eyebrow pencils. I did a full review on these and swatches and demo. But you get a spoolie on one side, which is nice. It's a little bit large, but I feel like it really brushes through your brow hairs. And you have a retractable pencil. My only problem with this is that the pencil is so large. Like, you see how large the end is here? I feel like sometimes my brows get a little too big. But overall, they're really nice, really creamy, holds really nicely throughout the day. But the game changer this year, dun da da da, this is from BH Cosmetics. It is their BH Studio Pro HD Brow Pencil. God, that's such a mouthful. But it comes like this. It's a very, very skinny pencil. And on one side, again, you get your spoolie, which is very, very similar to the one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So that's what really intrigued me about this pencil, is how tiny the spoolie was and the pencil itself. It gets in there. You can make very realistic brow hair strokes. It's what I'm wearing through my brows today, and that is it, with some brow gel. I love it. This spoolie is really nice. It's sturdy. It's not flimsy. It really combs through the product and your hairs. It blends the product. Oh, this is amazing. I did get the color brunette, and it matches me perfectly. I am so happy with it. And this year was the first year I tried a brow pomade. Now, I do have the one from Anastasia, but unfortunately that made me break out really bad and huge cysts all over my brows. Was really disappointed. It's still a really great brow pomade, so I'm like, okay, I have to find something else to replace that. So Ardell came out with their own brow pomade, and I checked the ingredients. The ingredients were good. We're ready to go? Yes. So this is the color dark brown, and just like all the other brow pomades out there, it just looks like this. It's in a little pot, and you just apply this with a brush, whatever you like. My only complaint is that there's glitter in this. Yes, glitter, but I don't ever see it on my brows. It's just weird. But besides that, this stays all day. It's so easy. I can just do my brows in like 10 minutes, boom, out the door. And then the last brow product here, this was such a huge, like, this really changed my brow game so much. This is the Milani Brow Shaping Gel. It's pretty beat up. I have gone through 2 or 3 of these already. It is the best brow gel I have ever tried. Hands down. It's $4.99. Pick this up, you guys. I love the very, very small spoolie, and it just coats through your brows. It sets them into place, and they stay into place, but they don't feel hard. They don't feel crispy or crunchy. An issue I encountered with other brow gels is that I would put the brow gel on and it would move the product that had already laid down, all that work that you had went through to put that product into your brow hairs. It would just like smudge and pick it up and move it around, but this doesn't do that at all. Like, it's magic. I love it. Best holy grail. This is like my holy grail now. Best brow gel of 2015. End of life. Alright, that was a lot of stuff. So let's move on to the eyes. Best eyeshadow primer of the year goes to Beach Cosmetics. Their Waterproof Studio Pro eyeshadow primer. It is amazing. They did change the packaging, so it does not look like this anymore. It does have a pump. Like in the summertime, my eyelids get really oily and you're sweating and you're, you know, maybe by the pool or going swimming. This really is waterproof. You put this on, I'm wearing it today. It keeps your eyeshadow from creasing. It is just amazing. It's one of my new favorite discoveries of 2015, and it's just awesome. All right, let's talk about eyeshadows. I had to really sit and think and pick out the best eyeshadow palettes, like the ones that I just kept going back to, like the ones that never let me down, that were so pigmented, and always I could come up with a really great look. Best high-end, I'm gonna have high-end and drugstore, so best high-end, hands down, Kat Von D. She really, I know so many people are saying this, but it's true, like she really hit it off this year. Like her makeup line just went poof, it exploded. All over Instagram, all over YouTube, and I love her eyeshadows. They are the best eyeshadows. They're my favorite makeup product ever. They're just amazing. This is the Shade and Light eye palette. I did do a review, swatches, you've seen me do some tutorials. I use it today for this really simple eye look. It has warms, it has neutrals, it has cool tones. It's just so beautiful, and I love the big mirror. The big mirror just really, just the icing on the cake for me, because I reach for it all the time to do my makeup and I love it. Her formula is so smooth, so buttery, pigmented, blendable. If you're having issues with blending eyeshadow, you can just go like this, slap them on, and they look gorgeous. Alright, so now talking about more drugstore brands, these are the palettes that I reach for the most. This is the Wet n Wild Fergie eyeshadow palette. Now they did repackage this because they are discontinuing the Fergie line, but they did take the same palette and just put it in a different package. I believe it's called something else, but it's the same colors, you guys. So don't freak out, they are keeping it within the line. And the colors are beautiful. The texture is wonderful. They're pigmented. This matte black, oh my god, this is the most pigmented drugstore matte black eyeshadow you will ever use. It is amazing. Alright, next on my list, e.l.f. Man, e.l.f. Studio Palettes. They launched these quite a while ago, but they did launch them I think in 2015. This one right here is probably my favorite out of, I think there's 4 of them, and I have all of them. I've done a review, swatches of course. This one is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. Everything in here is completely matte. They're pigmented. They are smooth. Are they as good as like Kat Von D? No, but for drugstore price, I think these are like $10, but you can get them for $5 when you catch those 50% off sales on the e.l.f. website. Love this. You see me use this and abuse it in every tutorial. It's just a great matte palette to own in your collection. And of course, the other ones, I absolutely love the Need It Nude, which is more of a nude palette. So beautiful. And just, I reach for these all the time. And then my favorite cool tone palette of the year goes to this one. It's called the Smoky palette. And it just has all these beautiful cool tone smoky colors. I mean, let me just swatch a couple. Look at these. Pigmented, rich, smooth. I love them. And last but not least, this is Sleek. I discovered Sleek this year and I'm so glad I did. This is one of their eyeshadow palettes. They're called the Eye Divine. This one is called Storm. It's the Storm palette. These really blew me away because these shimmery shades are almost like a cream. I'm wearing, which one am I wearing? This one right here, all over my eyelid today. If you see that shiny reflectiveness on my eyelid, that is what I'm wearing. I just took my finger, not even wet, and it's just, oh my god. Like, these are beautiful. The mattes are nice, the shimmery colors. When I saw Wayne Goss mention his like top drugstore eyeshadow palette or eyeshadows and he mentioned Sleek, I was like, yes, because Sleek really is amazing. So here's just a few quick swatches. Like, come on, you know? Amazing. So those are my top eyeshadows for 2015. All right, best eyeliners, hands down, Kat Von D really turned me over to these sort of pen ink type liners. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. I love it. It's amazing. This is the sample size. What I love is that the brush on here is a very finely pointed brush tip. So it's not a felt tip. It's an actual brush. If you're looking for a more affordable option, this is the Jessie's Girl Liquid Eyeliner. Same thing, has that same nice finely pointed end, and it's a brush. I did a dupe video on both of these and they're both amazing, both waterproof, both long wearing. I'm wearing the Jessie's Girl liner today. Best liners of 2015. Best mascara, definitely hands down, has to go to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I don't have anymore because I finished up my sample. I need to buy a full size. And the other one here is the Lily Lolo mascara. I need to throw this out, it is expired, but I held on to the tube so I could mention it in today's video. I love this mascara. This came in my Petit Board box this year and I fell in love. Like, this is, it's vegan, it's cruelty free, it's like a higher end brand. It's $20, but oh my god. The formula is amazing. It curls your lashes, it gives volume, it gives length. It just blows my mind, and it's just a bristle brush. I don't know, there's some kind of magic going on here because I've been missing it. Like, none of my other mascaras can hold a candle to this one. All right, let's talk about brushes. These right here are by far my favorite brushes of 2015. It was really hard to narrow it down, but these are my favorite. Number one goes to the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is the best foundation brush I have ever tried. This is new to their collection. It's $6. I did use it, so it's a little dirty, but it's super dense, packs on, gives you full coverage. Best foundation brush. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention for foundation, the Real Techniques, the Real Techniques sponge. Amazing sponge. It's great, it's affordable. I love it. It's just the best. Next brush we have is the e.l.f. Complexion Brush. This is hands down one of my favorites. I use it for powder. You can also use it for bronzer, but it's just great to like powder your face. It gives you coverage. It's super soft. The e.l.f. Studio brushes are probably my favorite brushes ever. This one here is the small tapered brush. I love this for setting my under eye concealer because it's nice and tapered at the top. And it's really soft, so you can really get underneath your eyes and set that concealer, girl. Prevent it from creasing. My next pick is this one. This is the Real Techniques contour brush. I finally tried the Real Techniques brushes this year. I'm probably the last person on earth to try Real Techniques. I love how the bristles are nice and soft, and also that dome shape just really fits into like the hollow of your cheek and you blend it out, and it's beautiful. Like, I just love it. I don't know, there's just something about the shape and the density, and I just love it. It's a great contour brush. And my favorite eye blending brushes this year, definitely e.l.f. really stepped up their game. They came out with this blending crease brush and crease brush. So both of these brushes are amazing. Great for blending out your eyeshadow. I just really fell in love with these brushes this year. The E01. Love these brushes. Highly recommend you check them out. You can find them at Walmart. And this is great for packing on pigment, for color. I like to take like a nude color and pack it all over my lid to highlight with, to highlight on the lid. It's just great. I also blend product out in the crease. It's a really great brush, and it's like high quality but affordable. Alright guys, so last but not least, you know my favorite part is lips. These are all of my favorite picks. It was so hard to narrow it down. But this year I really fell in love with lip liners and liquid lipsticks. We all know it was the year for liquid lipsticks, and I hope that continues into the next year for 2016. So lip liners, my favorite lip liner of the year goes to BH Cosmetics. It was my first time trying these liners, and I fell in love. This is in the shade Earth. It is a beautiful earthy toned nude, really pigmented. They're waterproof, so they're very long wearing. They glide on really nicely and creamy. This is probably hands down my favorite formula of lip liner. Like, I want all of these, so I'm waiting for them to have a sale so I can buy all of them. That's how much I love them. Next pick goes to LA Girl Cosmetics. These are phenomenal. They're only like $2. They're the endless semi-permanent auto lip liner. So they are retractable, which I love. It's very convenient when you don't want to sharpen a pencil every time. It's almost like a permanent lip stain. Like, I'm not kidding you. They are the longest wearing lip liners I've ever tried. Just really creamy, long wearing, great nude color. I highly recommend these. Cruelty free. They're just awesome. Hands down, I had to mention the best lip gloss, and I don't even like lip gloss. I'm not a lip gloss person. Like, sometimes I do like to wear it, on days where I'm not wearing a lot of makeup and maybe want my lips to look a little bit plumper, fuller. These are the e.l.f. Extra lip glosses. I did a full lip swatch video, yada yada yada. But this one in Brian is just a really great everyday pink. These almost feel like a liquid lipstick, but they don't set matte. Look how pigmented and creamy. This one's called Brian. They have all names of guys. I don't know why. They're hydrating too. And it's so hard to find a gloss that is creamy and pigmented. It's pigmented like a lipstick, but it's glossy and moisturizing like a lip balm. The best lipsticks of 2015, hands down, Milani just really blew it out of the park. I keep saying that, I don't know why. But Milani really did it with their matte lipsticks. This one is Matte Blissful. I mean, they smell like, oh, I just got that on my nose, didn't I? They smell like vanilla cupcakes. They're creamy. They're actually hydrating. They don't dry out my lips, which is amazing for a very matte lipstick. But look at that. They're so pigmented, so creamy. Best matte lipsticks. And the other ones I had to mention was Colourpop. Colourpop really just, I fell in love with them. I discovered them this year. Their lipsticks are probably one of my favorites, right there with Milani. Hands down, this is my favorite Colourpop lipstick. It's the matte finish. It's called Tootsie. Oh, it's the perfect gray color. I'm just obsessed. Where am I going to swatch? This is probably my favorite. That's a bad swatch. But it's that perfect mauve-y, taupey color gray. Like, Tootsie is just my favorite. I need to get a backup because I use it so much. These do have kind of a weird plastic vanilla scent, but overall, these are just amazing lipsticks. They're my absolute favorite. Alright, liquid lipsticks. Hands down, Colourpop. They were my favorite liquid lipstick that I tried this year. And they're revamping their line, and they came out with newer shades, but the formula is actually improved and it's better. So for instance, like this one here is called Jellies. It's a blue, like come on, a blue lipstick. Yes, like come on. And they're so pigmented, they're creamy. I have Beeper, which I am wearing right now on my lips. It's like this taupe brown color. It's beautiful. I just love the formula. They're long wearing. They don't crumble up and flake off of me like other liquid lipsticks do. So yes, the Colourpop liquid lipsticks are amazing. They are my favorite liquid lipstick. So now that is it. That is my 2015 beauty favorites, makeup favorites. I am so excited for 2016 and seeing what new products come out. And I hope you guys like this new setup and my new camera. Please bear with me. I'm probably going to switch things around a little bit and play around with the settings, but hopefully it looks really good and you guys enjoy it. It's a learning process for me. I'm still grasping how to use things, and technology and me don't always get along. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for a wonderful 2015, for all of my new subscribers, and for all of the ones that have been with me from the very beginning. Thank you guys so much for your support and comments and love and patience and just taking time out of your day to sit down and watch me ramble about beauty products. It means the world. So thank you for a really great year, and I'm so excited to see what the new year has in store. So as always, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and I post new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday. I will see you all in the next video. Stay tuned for part 2. That will be coming up very soon, and I will see you all next time. Bye.